Hello YouTubers, today we're going to work on this 2004 Mercedes-Benz. Let's see, it's CLK500. Beautiful car. And the customer said it needed a water pump. So I filled it up with water and the water was leaking from this side. So I go like, if it's the water pump, it should have been somewhere in the middle. And it turned out it's the radiator. Let me get some light here. Right there where the pinches, where it pinches with the plastic, that's where they usually leak. Look at all that corrosion from the water. And 90% of the time when I do a radiator, it's from that pinch. So this is gonna turn into how to change a radiator on a Mercedes instead of a water pump. I mean, I was planning on doing the water pump, so I was already hyped up for it, and then I go, let me check it out first. Okay, I think I'll start with these first, taking these off. Go on the camera. And basically we pull on this. Oh, here, dummy. And push down. I think there's a little clip there that I need to press on. There we go. This one wanted to come up in 2 pieces. There's always a guy that gives you a hard time. What it is it slips in there, and this slot, you got a little tab that pops up like that and holds it there. All you gotta do is push that tab and pop this out. Let's put all this up here. Let's get this cover out of the way. Okay, now I'm gonna go ahead and take this hose off. This upper radiator hose. That way we're gonna need all this room to pull that radiator out. I believe that's an 8mm, and we might gush some water out of here. Oh damn, that one came out quick. That's the way I like them. No fuss, no muss. Let me tighten this clamp up here so I don't lose it. Okay, now I'm gonna remove this radiator hose, upper radiator hose. It's got a clip that we pull out and the hose should just pop out. Hopefully I won't get in the way. See that clip right there? We're gonna pull it out. Surely it goes out further than that. I guess that's it. Oh, there we go. See how that just came out? And I drained a little bit. Well, it's low on water. That's what it is. That's why it's not draining. Alright, now I'll just take that hose and just set it way over here somewhere out of the way. Let's see what we're gonna do next. Okay, I'm gonna try to remove these lines right here, and they'll probably leak. And it's basically the same thing. You got a clip, you got to pull, and I'm zooming in so you can get a good look there. I pull on this clip, lock it in the open position, and this should come out. It's not coming out. Well, it's not out all the way. Make sure you get them all the way out, or you're gonna be like me, trying to get it out and it ain't. There we go. That looks a lot better. Come on, dang it. God dang, sucker's on there tight. That should have stayed there. That little, it should have came out like this. And put this cap. It should have came out just like that. I don't know why that cap came out. Yeah, you'll run into some stubborn hoses here. Now there's another one down there, further down there. Probably won't be able to see it. Got the light on it, but anyway, I'll take it out once I pull the fan, because be a lot easier. Now I'm gonna take these bolts off, probably that one too. Same thing on this side, and this hood stopper, and see if this rail comes off. I may have to take these off too. And these are 10 millimeter. And same thing on this other side. Okay, before we go any further, let me tell you something. BMW and I guess Mercedes, they use a lot of cheap plastic in the engine bay, and that sucks because all this heat makes that plastic brittle. You can already see here. It's supposed to have 2 tabs on each side, or 1 on each side, and one's already broken. Just like this one's supposed to look like this. So that's one thing I hate about working on BMWs and I guess Mercedes, is the plastic that they use. I don't know why they've gone so cheap. But anyway, you just turn these until they come out and just pull them up. They should come out. Then I'll show you what I mean with those little 2 clips. I guess in order to take this bracket off, we're supposed to kind of squeeze those, but I'm even afraid to squeeze them because, as I said, this plastic breaks real quick. On my BMW, see, we're supposed to squeeze them and pop this out. Everything that's plastic that I can change to metal or aluminum, I do. Okay, let's get this hood latch out of there and zoom in. Pop it up. Then you got this little wire. You can pull it back, or even when you pull the wire, it should go back. Yeah, I'm gonna pull it back, it's easier. Get that cable out of there. See, all you did was just get that cable from there, and then pull it from here up, and it unhooks from that. Just like the cable fall, you got this. We should be able to do the same on the other side. Well, I guess not. That one's a little bit different. This one's got a cable connection back here that won't let it come out. So it's got a little clip on the bottom. You press it and it comes out. We'll get that out of the way. And then it's got a cable back here. It just won't let it come out all the way. And I'm not sure how to unhook it. Let me study it, and if we can get it off, we'll get it off. Okay, this one's a little bit harder. What you need to do is lift this up and unclip it from this little clip here. Same thing in the back. And it's not hard, it's almost coming off by itself. Same thing, you gotta lift it and get this cover off. And if you look down here, it's basically the same thing. I guess, yeah, I guess this one comes off too. Didn't know that. Hey, I'm learning, guys, as I'm going. Same thing as the other side. Get that cable out, and we got that out. I'm gonna just put it together so I won't lose parts. Set it aside. And I'm trying to lift this up, but it's still kind of stiff, and I know it's because of this and probably this. Let me try to I guess I'll take these off. And then see, this one ain't gonna be no problem because it's already got an ear broken. And you've got these little plastic caps there. I'm gonna take off because one already popped out of the back over there. That's what they look like. That's all it is, a little plastic cap. So let's get those off and see what all that's about. They should pop up. Just be careful. There we go. Alright, we're getting somewhere now. Oh, what the hell, why not? Let's take these off. 8mm. Okay, I think the only thing that's holding this now is this thing we gotta pinch, and I'm so afraid of messing with that, but I think I'm gonna try something else because, like I said, these will break real easy. I seen it kind of try to come up. Yeah, see, it all came up as one piece. I don't know if you can see it down there. Oh, cool. I got it. And I just felt safer doing it like that, but yeah, we'll do that. The other one, like I said, it's already messed up, so. And that's what holds the radiator. See how the radiator's moving back and forth now? See the fan? So maybe we can get it out here in a little bit. Okay, we're gonna disconnect those two connections. They go to the fan. All you do is pinch on each side and it comes out. And I guess that one you can drop it down somewhere. Get it out of the way. And then this one, same thing, pinch it and out it comes. All you do is pinch on these two sides. And this one, I guess we can get it out of the way over here. Sometimes you gotta manhandle some of this stuff. It's supposed to be clipped on there and it popped out already. It's already giving it up. Don't want to fight. Okay, let's get that out of the way. Now we got that one. No, I think we can get it out. Let's see. I don't know how well y'all can see down there, but this silver line is still connected to the radiator. Let's see if we can get a good look. Down there, see? I'm trying to decide if I should try to take it off right now or after I pull the fan. It looks like it'd be easier to take it off if the fan can come out. Let me try the fan. Okay, we're looking at the back of the radiator, the fan right here. The motor's this way, radiator's this way. The way you pop out this fan is you're gonna press on this plastic tab right here. Check it out. Push it in, and then you can free it up. Let me get a different screwdriver. And as you push it in, pull up on the fan. See how it came out? Now, I don't want it to go back in. I'm gonna hold it while I get the other side. The other side's the same thing. I don't have no light over here. So let me get this flashlight and see where the heck I'm at. Okay, there we go. Oh, there we go. Boy, that sounded ugly, huh? But no worries, nothing broke. Okay, let's try to take the fan out. Let's pull on this gently as far as you can, and see if we got clearance there for the fan. Let's see if we can get it out. It's getting caught on this side. And watch out and don't break these little tabs on it. It'd be better if you got two people or if you were blessed with 4 hands and 4 arms. Okay, I think everything's disconnected. Good. Sitting down here. Let's work on the rest. Okay, now we got a perfect view of that line down there. Let's see if we can get it off. Zoom in. I need a smaller screwdriver. It's gonna get in the way. Okay, I'm pushing that clip back, just like this one. Let's see if that hose comes out. You see, that's the way the first one should have came out. And we're gonna leak some oil. Let's get this bad boy out of the way. I'm gonna let it drain a little bit on. I gotta, no I don't. Thought I had a bucket down there or something. And don't worry too much about this radiator messing it up, because you're gonna be replacing it anyway. But with the new one, you're gonna have to be extra careful. Okay, getting these hoses out of the way. There's that radiator ready to come out. We just got that big lower radiator hose, and that one will probably gush water out. Okay, now on the driver's side, there should be a drain plug. Let's get down here. And here's the plug. You can turn it by hand, which I tried when it was kind of hard, but it's got a slit down here. You can use a screwdriver. Just turn it. Oh man, I almost said a cuss word. That's what I'm talking about. That's cheap plastic that BMW and Mercedes now use. That crap. That broke off. Right. Well, it doesn't matter, because this radiator ain't worth the crap. You can poke it in there and tear it up, make it come out. But you know what? We're gonna take it out through that side where the low radiator hose. It'll drain through there, I meant. Okay, we're going under the car. And there's that bottom radiator hose. And this is, I kind of messed with it up there, so it's kind of off, but you're supposed to pull this clip down, but you can't because this thing's hitting. So I'm going to lift the radiator up. Now that gives me access to this clip. And you can pull it. If they come all the way out, that's no biggie. Take it all the way out. Now here's where we're probably going to gush. So let's bring it back down the radiator. Not too bad. Well, kind of took out my gloves because I hate working with wet gloves. Okay, we're done. I think the radiator should be ready to pull out now. If you look down there, these cables or wires will be hooked up to, you'll see where they're hooked up. They'll just go into a slot. But mine came off, so I'll look for them when I get it off. So yours may not. You might have to pull them out of there. And I think the radiator's ready to come off. We're not going to be too careful with this one. This is what looks like it's going to get in the way, but I'm not worried about that radiator. Now the new one, you got to put it in gently and pull on this back, but be careful. Don't go too far where you'll break something. What I do when I work by myself, I'll hook up one of these straps right here and then ratchet and pull it back and hook it up to a vehicle here, or you know, a door, whatever you can, and that'll be your third hand holding it back so you can pull the radiator out. But I think I can pull it out right now without having to do that. If I do, we'll do that, but I think we're okay. Okay, ready to watch me struggle here? And I hope it doesn't leak water and get all over me. And I don't know, those little caps that I took off, those little caps, I don't know if that had to do anything. I guess it did. To be honest, I don't know if those did anything. This side's a hard side on the right. You know what? I may just do that. Put it back in and hook this up. Okay, there's my setup. I had to close the shop door. That's holding tension back here, pulling it for me so I can get that sucker out. This side's still kind of messed up. I think I can work it out better, because I have to just worry about this side. And that strap, yeah, that helped out. There we go. Now it comes. Now I can loosen this up. Get some fresh air again. And this is your AC condenser. Looks like a radiator, so you don't want to tear that up. Here's where the issue is, right there. That's all corrosion. That's why it's important to use what the manufacturer specifies as far as coolant, because a certain coolant protects your vehicle from rust and corrosion. And a lot of people don't use the proper coolant, and this is what happens. I don't know what they were using on this. I'm sure they were using the proper coolant. This guy's pretty good with his cars, but now we're just gonna wait for the customer to bring the radiator, and we might have to use these little blocks in here. I can't get them out, and these bushings down here on the bottom, these come off, and it holds the radiator in place so it don't be wobbling, and that also could cause problems. We might need these clips, I don't know yet. Usually the new ones come with these clips. So let me show you what I'm talking about. It's these right here. Come out on both sides. I don't think the new ones come with these, so we have to use those. And like I said, the bottom bushings. The other one fell over here. Let me show you where they go on the vehicle. That's where they go on the vehicle, right in that slot. You just push them in there, boom. Comes right out. So make sure you have those. If you don't have them, go buy them. They're important, or your radiator be rattling, and it could end up cracking this plastic right here. I know, because I've done it. And this is where that drain plug goes. You know that piece of crap plastic that fell out? There. Look, it tightens. But it broke when I was trying to release it. It snapped right in half. Bunch of poo-poo. Okay, YouTubers, for some unforeseen circumstances, we're not gonna be able to get the radiator right now. We're not gonna be able to finish this car. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and go through the steps and using the old radiator and put it back on, just for the fact that I need to get this video out for you guys. And this car's taking up space in the shop, and I just did a video and I had to do it halfway in here. So we're just gonna go with the old one. Just keep that in mind. It's not the new one. I'm just gonna show you how to put it back in without hitting this. I mean, the mechanic work, a lot of times something has to be in the way. And here that radiator would clear it with no problem, but this oil housing is in the way. If you're not careful, you'll bent the fins and stuff. You know, this one's shot. This one, you can't even repair it, so it didn't matter. See, you don't want to do that to the new radiator. All right, let's get with it. All right, guys, the first thing you want to do is when you get your radiator, take it out of the box. Oh wow, new radiator. Woo-wee. Man, brand new. Look, not a scratch on it. Right. And you want to inspect it with the old one. Make sure everything matches up with it. This one's upside down. And very quick, just make sure everything matches. Because you don't want to start putting it in there and then realize that, wow, it doesn't have this fitting. You have to pull it back out, or you could even probably damage it or something. But make sure you take everything you're going to need from the old one. Like I told you, these little rubber blocks, you're probably more likely you're going to use them. And then these little clips that went up here that hold that clip that you got to squeeze, that I was afraid to break. those I think you're gonna have to use. As far as these clips, I don't think you're gonna use them. All the radiators I've been doing lately, they come with these clips. But I go ahead and keep them. I keep them because sometimes I do another radiator and they're missing those or something. And very important, keep these. Okay, you're gonna put them on the new radiator, just like they go on the old one. You put them on the new one, and you're gonna need them. Okay, and I think that's about it. Yeah. Okay, let's get started. Okay, something else that'll help you pull this back further so you don't hit your radiator on this oil. Okay, let me try to zoom in. Right here, this plastic. Just want to push on this plastic gently. And that's what's holding it. That little hole right there, and you put this little plastic little nipple there through there. And that's what holds it. Same thing on the other side. Right here, just push this plastic with a screwdriver or something and pull this grill out. I mean, yours may not come out that easy, but mine did. Thank God. Zoom back out. And it should just come right out. You may be caught down here, so you want to make sure you're not caught in there. And voila. This is how it looks. I don't know exactly where it grabs on. And the back has these little clips. I guess they kind of grab back here, but I don't know. I didn't have any trouble. All I did was loosen it from the sides, and this came out. Now that gives us more room to pull on this. Look, we can pull, even kind of bend it a little more. We got it made. Okay, and when you get ready to go in with the radiator, move everything that's gonna get in your way. These wires, just move them out of the way. Move as much as you can. Oh, that popped out of there. It's just a little clip, but that's good. It'll be out of my way. Make sure you make room, prepare yourself, and there's some hoses there. I moved out of the way, and I'm going with this. That's my third hand. That strap is holding that back so I can get in there with the radiator. Here we go. And again, use these little bushes on the bottom, and then the square bushes that were on top of here. So you've got everything ready. And just go gently. And look at all that room. It's not even gonna hit. And if you got somebody helping you, that's even better, because you can yell at them when something goes wrong. Make it look like it's their fault. And make sure those little bushes on the bottom go into those holes down there. And make sure you push that condenser back. And look, we didn't even touch it. And like I was saying, make sure these rubber bushes down here went down into that hole right there. Come back up. Don't get dizzy on me now. And make sure if you're gonna reuse these little rubber things that popped out, these squares, you use them. Okay, let's go ahead and put the fan in. I'm not gonna tighten everything because, like I said, we're gonna get the radiator later on, and I don't really want to plug nothing in, and then we're gonna push this bad boy out. I won't be able to fire it up because it's gonna shoot all kinds of oil through these lines that I disconnected from the radiator. Okay, now that you have the radiator in, at this point, I will put that lower radiator hose on. Show you which one I'm talking about. This one. I'm just gonna kind of put it in there like that. I don't know if you could see that. I'm just gonna go ahead and push it in there. I'm not gonna snap it in there. Just push it in there. I think it would be easier to do it now before you put the fan. And these are the little things that popped out of here, which allowed me to move it further. Just get those right. And it helps if you have somebody else, because they're also gonna be able to push the radiator and keep it from falling like that. When you're working by yourself, this is what you're gonna have to deal with. Stay there now. Because once I start putting that fan, yeah, it's gonna move it and it's gonna want to fall. And I think once you put the fan in, you'll be able to put these, I think then you'll be able to put those oil lines in to the radiator. I don't think the fan will be in the way. Okay, let me show you something on this radiator line, you know, that runs, let me show you which line runs there. One of these lines, if you have one that's leaking, Sometimes it is the line, you have to replace the whole line, and sometimes you just gotta replace this adapter. Pull that pin out, and then this should come out. It's like a little cap. And I've done this on every radiator I've messed with. These are removable. Sometimes these are messed up, and you can just go to the store and, I don't know, maybe $5 and replace it instead of replacing the whole line. This is a 24mm. Pay attention, guys, because this is a freebie. I'm not charging you for this one. And if you replace this one and it still leaks, then yeah, you need to replace the whole line. But sometimes these mess up on you, and that's all it is. I think it's like 10. Well, this is a Mercedes, probably more, but on regular vehicles, these are about $5-10. Place them, and you're good to go. So if you're ever leaking from here, fluid, try that. And on this one, it's 24mm. You just tighten it back on, and you put your little cap on, your Jimmy cap on, and push that clip back, and that holds it in there. Okay. Okay, like I said, that was a freebie. Now let's get the fan. Make sure you got it facing the right direction. This should be easier. Maybe I spoke too soon. See, you can have somebody pushing this back, so you can go in there with the fan. There. Okay, again, I'm not gonna snap it in there because I'm gonna have to take it out. Make sure this fan snaps right in here, in that little. And I'll go ahead and snap it for you. Just right there. See how it snapped? I'm trying to hold the camera. So make sure it snaps in those little clips. And then you can plug the hoses. See, it won't be in your way. Boom. The bottom one will be, see, the bottom one kind of be a little pain in the rear because you got to reach down there and grab it and put it in. But you shouldn't have no trouble. You can still put it in down there. Top one will be easy. And then you just do the reverse, guys. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, see, that was the hard part, getting the fan out and in. So that's the hardest part. Now you just connect everything back in. You know, the lines, the connections to the fan, and put these bolts. You know, all you gotta do is push everything back in place. And look, sometimes it'll hold. That just popped in place. See, everything lined up. If I hit it, see, it'll pop out. So a lot of times everything pops into place. And I'll show you how to put the grill just in case y'all don't know how to do that. But just do the reverse, and that's all there is to it. Then I'm sorry, I apologize, I can't film it with the new radiator, and I was gonna show you how to bleed it, but if you see some of my other videos, I bleed my vehicles the same. I fill them up with coolant, top them off, open this cap, turn on the vehicle for about 5 minutes, and just usually I have it jacked up just like this one. It's jacked up a little bit, and I let gravity do the work. It brings up the air pockets, air bubbles up. So I let it run for 5 minutes, and you'll look in there and you'll see the little bubbles coming up. Gravity's bringing them up. I do that for 5 minutes, and we're done. Seal it up, top it off, and it's ready to go. BMW, and I'm sure Mercedes has the same. They have a bleeding procedure that takes like 14 minutes, and it'll wear your battery down if you don't have a good battery. So I skipped that, and I haven't had any issues. But if you don't feel comfortable doing it like that, then do it the way BMW or Mercedes recommends. But I've always done it like this. Okay, let's see how hard this is gonna be. Just gonna line these notches up here where it goes, and then again that little slot, boom, it slid right in it. I'll show you this one. Okay, hopefully you can see. All you do is, let me get a screwdriver so I won't put my fat finger. Pop this plastic out a little bit so you can get it in there. See, a little plastic slips right in there. And look, it's on there good. It'll basically, like I said, it'll fall into place. There. It's not loose, wobbly, or nothing. Look, it's real tight. And there, we're done. excuse me. And you're gonna have this cover on the bottom. This one only had 4 bolts. It had 1, 2, and the far ones. It didn't have the middle ones. It looks like it's got some in the middle, but yours will probably have them all. Comes out real easy. Okay, it's time to get this girl out of the way. Hopefully I won't run into anything. Well, that's part of being a mechanic. Man, I almost ran out of gas there at the end. I got my workout for today. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let me catch my breath. We're done with this one for now, and it should be running good. Again, I apologize for not filming it with a good radiator. I'm sorry, just something I couldn't help, but I wanted to get this video out to y'all, and I needed to free up the shop. Like always, thank you. I appreciate you, and God bless you.